Hey everyone, we were here about 18 months ago when there wasn't much growth. This is the Rutland prison camp in Massachusetts. I'm gonna go check it out while everything is in full season. So many people put graffiti on this place that every time you come to see it, none of the stuff was there. I know Rick was there last year, but not this creature. So you see, these were solitary confinement cells years ago. There's 4 of them. No, there's 6 of them in this little building. See the big latch? And there's one of the hinges left over. People and their vandalism. This looks even worse since last year. People go up there with a big rock or sledgehammer or whatever, and they smash this stuff throughout the night. It's actually fairly easy to get on the roof of this place. And as soon as we look at this, we're going to go look at their old septic tank. This right here was the cell blocks of the ordinary prison, the cafeteria building. And we're going to go take a look at their septic tank. It's huge. You can walk around inside it. None of the other explorers who ever came here knew exactly what that was. I didn't know what it was the first time. But then I realized what it had to be, because the toilet stacks go to it. Okay, here we up on the roof. Really nice place. That cell over there still has its roof. We'll go check that one out. There's also a bunch of barn residents. There used to be a gigantic hospital here, but they took it down. Now it's just a boring foundation in the ground. I'll link my original video of the place in the description, because that kind of stuff is so overgrown we can't look at that today. Today we'll definitely go look at their old vegetable cellar, because back in the day before refrigeration, you had to put stuff underground to keep it fresh in hot weather. Oh yep, this is all repainted too. Oh, forgot I got some lights. I said it last year and I'll say it again. It feels like the floor is hollow in here. Now imagine being locked in this place with a solid door. You might have had a little crack of light. Maybe in the summer it was cool. I don't know. Maybe it was baking in here. I would not want to be in here. That's the only thing you'd have for air, that little roof drain. Oh, that freaked me out for a minute. The noise that I'm making stepping in here, it sounded like a snake rattling for a moment. Now, last year when we were here, it was during a drought. So it was completely dry in the septic tank. This time, I'm thinking it might be flooded, because this year, we might have the most rain ever in a July. Record rainfall is happening this year. Okay, now this is where we get into part of the system. This was a building over here. This was one of the septic tanks. Yep, still kind of filled. I'll head over here. Oh, there's a bunch of holes that tree roots or people combined have smashed. This is a septic tank underneath here. And now what's cool, some of them are covered up, but some of them you can see. Back then, they didn't have any sewer lines. And what I mean by that is the toilet was directly on top of the septic tank. Like here's one of them. Here's one of the 4-inch pipes. There would have been a toilet sitting here. You flush it directly into the tank. That was below the floor. This was the old cell block and cafeteria area. It's so overgrown, I don't know if I'll be able to see any more of the toilet holes. I know we saw a few of them last time. We'll definitely see it from the inside, though. That'll be easy, because you'll have light shining through it. Oh, lights are still on. Oh yeah, it's flooded. I'm so happy, because it's going to be like more scary that it's flooded. Everyone who has explored this has always thought it was a Oh man, it's a mosquito breeding ground. They're gonna attack me in here. People always thought this was an underground passage, but it's not. If I was in here 100 years ago, this would smell so foul, and it's always flooded. You see how the bottom is all deteriorated from all the freeze and thaw cycles? I think years ago they smashed this trying to stop people from coming in here. That's honestly what I think of this. Or maybe it was longer and they collapsed part of it. Okay, here's one of the toilet holes, and that's fresh material in there. You can even see it dripping. This would have smelled so bad if we were in here 100 years ago. Oh, we got some spiders. Got some more plumbing pipes leading into it. Oh, we got a cave cricket. Oh, a whole bunch of cave crickets in there. Those guys can be creepy when they're in a giant cluster. I've seen clusters of hundreds of them all over the wall, especially when I went to Pennsylvania. Oh, we got another small pipe. Oh, I got a bunch of cave crickets in there too. Look at all the spray paint cans and other garbage. I'm glad I brought my tall boots in here. One big old septic tank. Got an old tire. Oh, look at that. That black widow is huge. See that? Now this is where the majority of the sewage would have came in through this pipe down here, the square pipe. Oh, it's kind of foggy in here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There's literally fog in here. Look at all these rocks. Did people put these in here? Like, don't remember them all last time. Somebody definitely moved the barrel. That was laying down like halfway through here. Now, those are bullet holes. I see a bunch of slugs, other rifle shots. Somebody argued with me saying that was like rust holes. And the person eventually said, let's agree to disagree. No, that is bullet holes. You can see where it exited. That is bullet holes that did that. But look down here. Oh, look at this. There's actually water coming into the septic tank. See it trickling? Going behind it's going behind the cinder block wall. See a 12 gauge in there. Somebody actually stuck their hands into this. Well, that scared me. I hear the birds screeching. Somebody actually stuck their hands into this creepy hole to spray paint. It looks collapsed as you go in further. But it's amazing. Septic tank, 100 years old, is still standing this well. And if this place was still around, I'm pretty sure this tank would still be usable. It's damaged because they allowed trees to grow around it. The rule is, don't plant trees the distance of how tall they are from a septic tank. Here's more random pipes. Got some stalactites starting to form. A lot of black widows in here. Don't want to brush against the ceiling. There's actually good head clearance. This thing is about 7 feet tall. Yep, got a tire. And you see all the pieces of wood are floating. That means not too long ago this was empty. They're not waterlogged and sinking yet. They still got their buoyancy. Oh, this is probably the best example. Look at the toilet pipe. There would have been a toilet sitting right on top of this. As I'm walking, it does kind of smell stinky that I'm stirring up some of the gas that's trapped underneath this. But there's all kinds of vents. There's no way gas can build in here. Look at that lonely mushroom growing out of the crack. Now look at our cave crickets. If you actually look carefully, they can be found all over the place. Not too echoey, but it is carrying my voice. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, wow. I don't want to disturb them. Wow. Barn swallows, look how cute the babies are. That's why the birds outside are going nuts. It's the mother doesn't want me in here. All right, and for the sake of those birds, I'm not gonna post this video for like another month. Make sure they're cleared out, because you know how people are. Someone will show up just to harm the birds. All right, now let's go around to that other building. Very high grass trail here. Yeah, we're gonna walk around. Wait a minute, it's not too grown in. These were the horse and cow barns. You can still see the floors with that non-slip design. All kinds of foundations. In the woods here, there's some giant rings from silos, but I've never been able to find them, even in the winter. Look at this pit. See the drain? The drain would have gone over to their, I guess, water troughs. Because you see, years ago, there would have been fences here and here, a hallway going through the middle of the building, and you see the troughs, maybe for water, maybe for food. This is where all the cows would have been lined up onto the sides. Oh, so you got underground plumbing, you see, the pipes going from the troughs, because the troughs have drains at the ends, and here's the main piping underneath. Must have been erosion because parts of it collapsed. Look at the nice bricks there. And we'll circle around to that building. That was the milking building. Oh, look, we're going down a little ramp into the next portion of the building. Right here, they got really big troughs. And that's what I was talking about. See the drain there? That drain is the same little pipe you saw that was leading into the underground plumbing. I wouldn't be surprised if some of that's still working. That drain looks like it still accepts water. The underground plumbing might be working. Now this right here in the end, you see how it has this little like water bowl or feeding area? This is like an isolation unit, probably for the bull to keep it away from the cows. Look right there. We got a tiny little deer. See it bouncing? All right. Yeah, a moderate amount of people come here in the summertime. Not too bad of a trail. Just put on a little bug spray. You never know if there's ticks around. Ticks were a huge problem at the beginning of this year. They're almost gone now. You get one occasionally, but they're mostly been picked off by birds. That's how it usually is every single year. Look at this. There's a lot of new graffiti. Ton of thickets since last time. Completely painted over. Oh no. Last time I was here, there was a giant picture of a purple moose. Somebody had to paint over with all that garbage. Everything's completely gone. That's one big old telephone pole. Look at all the creosote on the bottom. Why was that taken out of service? Looks perfect. So many black-eyed Susans in these fields. Look at the amount of water coming down here. A lot of people bring fireworks out here. Up this road, there's a gate. Can't drive up there. Real pain to turn around. If you continue past the gate, there's some hen houses. Now this is the vegetable cellar. Back before refrigeration, this is where they would keep stuff to keep it fresh, because they had all the prisoners here raising animals and growing crops. They were minor offenders that could be trusted to run a farm, but this place closed because it became the runoff for the Quabbin Reservoir, and they can't have a farm there for the drinking water. Pretty cool. Said last time, and I'll say it again, I would love to have this building as a garage. It'll last forever. Look, it's dry in here. Being abandoned 100 years. Really musty and foggy in here. Well, it looks like the park rangers did a good job, because there was like a bunch of furniture and garbage dumped in here last time. It's gone now. Wow. Deep in here, you can barely breathe. It's so moist and foggy in here. Yep, somebody's been setting off a lot of fireworks. All right. Hope this video was interesting. Thanks for watching.